Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. Today we're going to be showing you some of the best buys that Chum has ever made. In at number 5 we have the Mercedes golf cart. There is a grey golf cart for sale. Now you may be asking, what is so special about a golf cart? Well, this one was manufactured, designed and produced by Mercedes. Yes, the German car giant who makes luxury motors. Also make luxury carts for the world's rich and famous. So Chum got duped into going to check out a Merc. Yes, he got super excited. And yes, he made a fool of himself, stating how excited he was to be getting the trust from Rick to check out a high-end German motor. But this does not detract from the haggling and the bartering that was done. After taking it for a test drive, Chum eventually gets the cart for a cool $2,600, which the cart was worth over $5,000 at the time of buying it. Chum got a great deal there. In at number 4, it's not an expensive purchase, but one that shows Chum's growing maturity in the show. He gets asked to go and look at an old arcade game, Silent Scope 2, which was produced by Konami, was subtitled Dark Silhouette, Fatal Judgment and Innocent Sweeper in different countries. This particular model was a Dark Silhouette version, mainly made to be a person shooter in control of a sniper. It proved very popular in all arcades around the country, taking you deep into the plot of terrorists attacking a biological weapons factory. Chum played a few games on this before deciding it was worth taking a shot on, excuse the pun. The seller opens up the bidding at $1,000 before they eventually agree on $700, with Chum stating he can still make some money on it. In at number 3 we have a historic playing card book from the year 1866. The book describes rules of certain card games which Chum found to be an interesting buy, with the expert stating that due to there being no rulebooks describing the rules of poker before 1958, this is a book that was relatively new to the rules when it was manufactured. Chum asked the expert to give him a valuation of the book, which he basically describes as old and tatty. The seller wants $1,500, to which the expert values the book around $2,000. Chum eventually gets the piece of history and amazes Rick and the gang with his savvy purchase, as he bought the book for only $1,375.
$1,375 and you can go write it up.
I'm not gonna beat you up over $25. That's a deal.
At number 2, it's his Spacelander purchase. As Chum was driving back from viewing another purchase, he drives onto a suburban road and notices a Spacelander bike on someone's driveway. Now, Chum being Chum and the ballsy character that he is, he parks up and goes to the house. He coaxes the owner out of the house to have a chat with him about the Spacelander bike. After conversing with the owner for a while, the owner wanted $20,000 for it, but after some negotiating, Chum seals the deal for only $8,700. He excitedly gets back to the shop and tells everyone that he has just bought a Spacelander for the small sum of $8,700. Rick is happy for Chum. This is the best purchase he has made. The bike is easily worth over $20,000. Rick gives Chum a bonus for the bike, $1,000, to which Chum says he's off to go buy some gold grills with the bonus. It's at this point that Rick realises why it's pointless trying to understand what goes through Chum's head.
I talked him all the way down to $8,700.
Whoa, you're not allowed to spend that kind of money.
Dude, it's a Spacelander. Tell him, Rick.
And finally, in at number 1, we have the stamp collection he bought in the episode Pawnball Wizard. When the customer walks in, it is clear that he has some kind of knowledge of the stamps and what they represent. So he calls in an expert, in the place of Rick, who is not in the shop at the time. The expert states that Rick would love these, which gets Chum excited. He could potentially negotiate a deal that would make his boss extremely happy. The seller had originally started the bidding at $250, but after being appraised at closer to $1,000 for the stamps, they agree on a fee of $650. This turns into a real scoop for Chum, as Rick is very appreciative about the stamps he has bought and the history that they represent.